Hello and welcome to another open source live code hangout. Today we're going to be working on the OpenCiviWiki project in this hour or so of code. And we're actually going to be mainly doing code review. The CiviWiki project has received a number of contributions lately, mostly as part of the Hacktoberfest event. See, we've got over 90 people who've contributed to the project. We've got 29 open issues, and many of them are labeled as Help Wanted or Good First Issue and relating to the Hacktoberfest event. So if you see an unclaimed issue, you can visit that issue and add a comment. And we'll assign you. That's the ideal workflow. Claim an issue, then start working on it. We've got a bit of confusion happening where people are noticing issues that need to be completed and just starting the work and opening a pull request without even saying that they're going to do anything. They just do it. And while that shows good initiative, the process is a bit flawed because this is a collaborative environment. We need to communicate what we're working on and who's working on what, so that other people know what they can work on. So if we were just working alone, it would naturally follow that, yeah, we just start right away. We know what tasks we have to do. We do it and it's done. We move on to the next task. But in a community and collaborative space, you need to communicate. So that's part of the learning process here. We're not only learning how to code, but we're learning communication. And we're going to go through some of these other issues because this communication issue has come up several times recently. And honestly, it's a little frustrating. It's not too bad from my perspective. I can usually work through it, but it's just confusing other people as well. So I want to be clear why this is important. Because we had a related issue here in another project where I opened an issue and somebody opened a pull request and without claiming that issue, and then somebody else volunteered to take that issue. And I'm kind of in an awkward position as the maintainer. Say, well, no, you can't work on this because somebody else has already solved it, although they didn't indicate that they were working on it. Or if I had already assigned the other person and then that had volunteered to take the task, and the other person opened a pull request. In the meantime, then that person's pull request would be neglected, or they would feel frustrated. So we just really got to follow this process. So let's go ahead and reverse chronological order. Some of these are real old issues, and actually what I was going to do is go through the notifications. Oh yeah, here we are. It's companionship care. This is the exact case right here. Sorry, this is a bit of a rant, but I opened this issue. This is just one of the proof of concept. And it's a small one in companionship care. Oh, okay. Never mind. And I'm opening parallel issues in both companionship care and this OpenCiviWiki. So I'm getting my signals crossed here. Register all models with Django admin, yes. So this one, sure. Yep, I already signed that one. Great. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. It's been a long day. So let's go in reverse chronological order. Create a functional landing page is assigned, no new notification there. Let's just open it. We do have a pull request open. They are assigned. Honestly, it looks good to me. The image is different, so it doesn't quite, exactly hold up to the spec. But this is a bit more generic. In a way, though, this branching and this tree shape kind of actually describes the overall model of the CiviWiki that we're aiming for. But maybe a technical model shouldn't be the image we use. So we have the landing page, core templates landing HTML. Just HTML and body. This is actually still a step back. We're losing localization. And these features no longer are on the roadmap, but that's an aside. All right, well, it's pretty much the same. So let's do this. We'll move it in. We'll merge it. We'll remove a couple of sections. It's PR. It's over here. Looks good. The image is not a big deal. The main thing is that it works. But here's the test. Here's the test. How are they rendering it? Let's remove these two sections. Is it block trans or block translate? Yeah. Actually, yeah, that was just to translate's good here. Single line. And one of the things that's going to merge under this is we'll probably see that this is not being rendered by the maybe Django template. Maybe it's not being rendered by the Django template engine. Let's find out. And this is a bit sloppy to have double line breaks. Let's use paragraph. Oh man. Yeah, we don't need this to be a table, do we? All right, we're getting there. Takes a little bit. I could be just committing these directly, but I think it's better to just be helpful here, not have too many expectations. But oh, I see. Cancel that. Okay, it's text. We don't need these. Holding on this block translate and not using it very often, so might as well just use the simpler. Use my copy and paste for something else. All right. think it is text. We don't need a span to tell us it's text. This is kind of weird. Markup. What's with all the divs? I don't know where this came from. It's probably an automatic. Shoot. It's a table-based layout. The whole thing, everything is table-based. I guess this footer has to be table-based. Yeah. Let's get these translations in. Merge this. Let's just go overall thing though. All right, so that's good. Progress on the homepage front. Let's go back to the notifications list. This is a big one. I think it was just a question. On the yeah, I got signals crossed a bit there. There's so much going on right now. Multiple projects also, but just within this project, you can see there's tons of stuff going on. Need a related issue. Actually, 1372. But I think that I'm going to add this because it's educational. It helps anybody to learn more about GitHub. And particularly how we work. Naming things is hard though. think we should just close this issue. Here, I'm just going to, they're pretty dang close. I'm not going to be too much of a stickler. Okay. Now the thing is, let's sign out. Hop over here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It is progress, though. Yep, so we've got it linked to an issue, got the package installed, and just need to make it work. it's kind of like sketching. You oftentimes start out with code that doesn't quite do the thing that you're aiming to do, and work your way closer and closer, one step at a time. No worries there. But that's I'm not going to merge that, certainly, at this stage. All right, this was a pull request that I opened. Can be merged. I think I've done that. Fix pipeline. Okay, cool. Gorkman. Gorkum. My brain doesn't work sometimes like that. Let's see. Oops. Well, okay, in this case, it's like a hotfix and it's a small thing. Wait, where was it? Oh, darn it. It's by Gorkum, and Gorkum has bigger things to work on right now. So I'm just going to merge it. All right. Just a point of process. I'll merge it. So we're going to have good CI pipeline now. Just since I hit done here, I want to make sure I keep track of that one. Oh boy, this is challenging. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of ways to contribute, and you know, some tasks are more like specific. Let's just say, yeah, this is a pretty specific one. Not so good for good first issue actually. So that's a good reminder. Maybe help on October. So I'll take those two off. I think I'll take this one. And yeah, we can just set up a task for like running the project, finding bugs, that kind of a thing. Yeah, it might be a good one. Okay, so that's looking good. Yep. All right, so just a few tasks. Moving things forward, not a lot. Merged. Let's double check this. Make sure Gorgum has CI credits here. Infra. Yeah. CI is similar. All right, let's just do a recap. It's just under an hour. It's pretty good. This, let's see. Let me think. How do I usually do this? I'm kind of tired. Welcome to a recap of today's open source live code hangout. Today we've been working on the Open CiviWiki project. At the beginning of this session, we started with a bunch of notifications, a lot of activity going on, some new pull requests open, some old pull requests, and some people taking on tasks. So this hour was spent mainly doing stewardship tasks. By the end of the session, we had gotten down the active notifications to just none, but actually we're able to merge some of the pull requests as well as adding attribution. So only a few of those notifications remain, and there's a notification in companionship care that I'll come to later. The biggest pull request review is probably this create a functional landing page. It's actually a pretty impressive pull request created by Aporva, and still some changes needed, but overall the direction is good. What we're trying to do is move our templates out of Backbone syntax into the Django templating language while preserving some of the aesthetics. So this is the screenshot. We've got a new background image here. It's a bit more colorful and has action, call to action buttons, links to the sections, and the text from the previous template as well as a little footer table here. It's looking good overall. The main changes I asked were that in our old template, the UI texts were localized. And that means, or they're internationalized, I should say. The texts are written in English, and we add these translate tags around the text, and then we can localize them or translate them into other locales, their languages, as part of our effort to support like a diverse user base. The project is originally targeted at people in the United States, and generally English is a primary language in these types of projects, but nonetheless we're going to towards a more international user base. So internationalization becomes a top priority. And then the only other things on this pull request were relating to probably, I'm not sure how the template code was generated, but there's a bunch of like kind of formatting related line breaks. And I just suggest we use kind of paragraphs and let the natural formatting take effect. So minor details. They're not quite lint level about indentation and things like that a linter would catch. But overall, this is a large pull request, and it's pretty far along. I think we should be able to merge it within the next couple of review sessions. We have some other work in progress. We're adding type checking to our project so that we can catch bugs before they hit production, so to speak, by static analysis. We're not going to add runtime type checking or any kind of really strict type safety, but we do want to use types as a useful developer experience tool. Another pull request that's at an early stage, but nonetheless is following a good process now, is to set up development fixtures. And essentially, those fixtures will help us kind of scaffold and test the site content. They may be used for initializing a development environment, so you can start a development environment and fill in some dummy content. We'll have to figure out the exact case for these. This comes out of a book called Improve Your Django Developer Experience, and we're using a Factory Boy library. So admittedly, I don't know very much about how Factory Boy is intended to use, or these fixtures are intended to be used. So I can't offer a whole lot of specific help at this point. So I'll have to do some research off the stream to help move this pull request forward. And nonetheless, we're following the correct process. We've linked the pull request to a given issue. See how GitHub recognizes this word closes, this keyword, and it will automatically link the actual issue. We now have a description where previously we didn't have a title or description, so that's important. And the code right now is fairly generic. It's kind of coming straight from the documentation. So now the next step is to make the code a bit more specific and functional. It's quite a natural way to work, though. I also work that way. I'll start with really generic, copy and pasting, or just kind of sketching out the general idea or API endpoints or whatever the models or whatever the task is I'm working on. And then I get more detail and get the thing working over time. But this actually should be as a draft to signal that it's not quite ready for review. This is just another layer of GitHub that people aren't so familiar with. And so that's part of the learning curve too. There's a lot to learn, a lot of details. We were learning Django, we're learning Python, learning these packages like for mocking data, learning how GitHub works, learning how to collaborate, learning how CiviWiki community collaborates. There's so many things to learn. So I don't expect people to have this knowledge, and I'm trying to help slowly guide people into more success, being successful in the tasks they take and being successful contributors to the Open CiviWiki community. And I think those are the two main ones that I reviewed today. So we'll continue in another session, but right now it's been a bit of a long day, and I'm going to wrap things up. So this has been a recap of another open source live code review session. I didn't actually write the code. Try to write some code in an upcoming session. In any case, I hope you're doing well and look forward to seeing you around.